If you looked at my previous review for the series, I went over the first 3 books. This is the 4th book of it. It is My Life as a White Trash Zombie by Diana Rowland. I just finished this yesterday. It was kind of slow reading for me. I'm not sure why. I think it's because of the way it's formatting, that small font, and because it is a lot to absorb. Not saying it's really difficult to read, I'm just saying there's a lot to chew on. No pun intended. I'm trying to remember how the book starts because the whole series is just whatever. Anyway, this is my favorite book of the series so far. Basically, she gets to go to New York. I say gets to go. It's more like she has to go to New York to help take down bad people and protect the congresswoman that she's recently made friends with. First off, this is probably one of my favorite covers I have ever seen. She is in pieces, and it's great. I just always hate cigarettes, but what can you do? Something I've been complaining about for this entire series, I say that, but it's only been 3 books, is she was supposed to be white trash, and she was supposed to be a drug addict. You don't really get to see those in the first few books because it's just like she's a normal girl but with higher perception. All the guys are fumbling over her, etc. Main character, you know. Another thing that I would complain about was mistakes don't really have a big meaning because not big enough consequences happen. This book fixes all that. At least I feel that way. The only thing is, so let's start with her perception and the way she sees things and notices things. I felt like she should have been less aware of her surroundings whenever she was in the other few books, because if she was made out to be the stereotypical white trash, then it's more of a I feel like the way in which she noticed things would have either been different or she wouldn't have noticed as much. But in the 4th book, it's like she's earned that because she's been through so much already, and now she's looking for specific things, and she understands, oh, I can use this part of my brain that stores a bunch of this information or notices these things. I can use it for this. So I feel like she's earned it in the 4th book. The white trashiness that we only see a few times in the other books get to full out happen in this one. Like, she goes to a dive bar. She actually ends up getting into a fist fight with this chick who's getting jealous over her ex, and she's like, oh, whoa. But it's nice to see that little brawl. There's just a tiny bit more of that, I think, and I think it's because she's walking around actually in places that she went to, etc. like she had in the other books, but I feel like this one just feels a lot more rooted where she grew up in and where she actually visits often. So that was fixed for me. And the drug addict part. There is a specific way brains work when you've been addicted to substances for so long, and I didn't believe that that would change by just being turned into a zombie. It is an addiction, it is a struggle, and many people relapse. She had to get clean immediately because she would start to rot if she started doing any of these drugs. But I didn't see any of that struggle. I wanted to see the struggle. I wanted to see her almost give in to something and be like, no, I can't do it, or give into it and then start rotting. I wanted to see that, and I wanted to see her grow from it. I wanted to see her rise from the ashes of her former addictions. But I didn't really get that. I didn't get that scratch itched. Itch scratched. I didn't get that scratch itched. Itch scratched. I didn't get that itch scratched. This book I finally did, and I'm so glad. Because now I hope the next book, it has her facing it. But the story was great. The action's always good. Sometimes I get a little lost in it, but I think it's because it's in big blocks of text and it's not really like broken up. But I love this, and there's a specific twist in here that had me. It's a little bit further in the book, and I'm not going to tell you because I'm not going to give it away. But just the abilities of zombies. I am so enjoying this, and I can't wait for the next one. Don't really like the cover of the next one or the last one, but I am really excited for it, and I'm going to start it probably today. Check it out. That's called How the White Trash Zombie Got Her Groove Back. I didn't say it in the beginning, but that's the book. The link in the description will be the link, and the summary will be in the description. So go check it out if you're interested. I'm really enjoying this. I hope you do too. Thanks for watching.